Greetings, acupuncture gynecology patients, endo warriors, and acupuncture friends. It's Dr. Stephanie here, and I wanted to pop on for a moment just to talk about something that I had been thinking about, and I can't even remember what came up that made me think of this, other than that I make so much of my life is dedicated to treating endometriosis and doing more research on how I can help endometriosis patients and gynecological patients. And I was thinking back to when I was in high school. So if you don't know, I'm in my, I would love to say mid-40s, but I'm closing in on the later part of my 40s. And at the time that I was in high school, a lot of the stuff around endometriosis was that you couldn't have it if you were young. I had these horrible periods and all this, super heavy bleeding through overnight pads during the day, and just being told that that was normal and my body was trying to regulate itself. And I remembered, and I know we all have these stories about teachers that we either really, really loved or really, really hated. And I went to Catholic school, so I always say I'm a recovering Catholic. And I had this teacher for one of my religion classes, and I did fairly well in school, or I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I got my period that day, and it was brutal, which it was most of the time. And when I was in high school, a big component of one of my symptoms was vomiting from it. I had extreme nausea to go along with all the severe pain, and I could not make it through the day. So I remember having to go to the nurse's office, and they had called my father, and my dad was going to come and pick me up. And that particular religion teacher, and I can't remember whether I actually left during her class, before her class, that part of it is fuzzy in my memory, but I distinctly remember her coming down to the nurse's office and telling me that I was faking it, that I was faking being sick so that I didn't have to take whatever test was in the class that day. And endometriosis is so traumatic to begin with. There are so many things that go along with it. And I know as a teen, being dismissed over and over again with all of these horrific symptoms was super frustrating for me. And I feel like one of the things that I try and get across when I'm sharing different bits of information and when I'm creating videos is to try and reach more people so that even if endometriosis doesn't affect your life or impact you directly, you may come in contact with someone who does. So you may be the teacher that leaves that impression that to this day, and I've been out of high school almost 30 years now, I have to say I still feel angry that it was a combination of her blaming me or feeling like I was being blamed, feeling like I was faking it. And, when I see and share things now, I want people to know that endometriosis is considered, I think it's in the top 20 of debilitating illnesses. And that I don't want some young teenage girl like me to be in that position of having a teacher be so dismissive and make an already bad situation worse. So I just wanted to share that while I do fairly well right now managing what goes on, and for those who don't know, I have had a hysterectomy, but I am still impacted by endometriosis. They left one of my ovaries in, and there are still a lot of symptoms that I still do get, and I still have to manage with acupuncture and herbs and dietary therapy and specific exercises and all the things that I recommend for all of my patients. But I wanted to share some of the not so pretty side or a not so pretty side of my life so that people were aware that it all isn't, roses and cute little puppies or cute little kittens for me. So I just wanted to share that, and I wanted to say that I am also 1 in 10, and I know what it's like to be in your shoes. So I hope that if you have questions that you'll drop them, message them to me, and I just wanted to share my side. Take care and be well, and if you want more information about my clinic or me or some of my stories, please visit the link in the bio. It'll take you to all the cool, fun stuff that I'm trying to do. Take care and be well.